life with the possibility of parole, that's every 10 years?
No, that's every 25.
God dang.
And that's being a modern inmate. They got a room about this size, from the floor up, wall to wall. They got parole paper and say the same thing. You being denied parole, it'll be a disrespect to society to parole you right now, and all they do is tap your name on it and send it to you. It's pretty much impossible. It's possible for you to come home, but it's up to the individual. Then you got a B life. Everybody with a B life is a sex crime. I had a class C when I was eligible after doing 10 years.
Have you forgiven yourself
You know, because I don't want to be like no prison dudes.
for taking a life?
I don't want to be like him. In court, I apologize to the Father. I don't want to live a beast way of life.
So what kind of awakening did you have? Did you like meet somebody in prison who...
This older guy, he said, get two guys. Pick one that you wouldn't want to be and pick one that you wouldn't mind being. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to these classes and you got Moral Science Temple, you got Christian. I got down with the 5% nation. It gets deep. You don't have time for no foolishness. Let me study. I know Vic gonna come at me today.
Y'all have debates in prison?
The MAP program is a mutual agreement parole plan. And the CO called me and he said, I don't know what you got going on, but you finna go home.
So, let me ask you this. So let's transition. Where did your spiritual awakening come from? Did you like meet somebody in prison who, you know, told you something spiritual, or did you pray? What kind of awakening did you have?
Well, you know, I got down with the 5% nation.
Okay. That was popular during that time.
And it was a good taste in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Pause. It was a feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And just to know the size of the planet and
Mm-hmm.
how far the sun is from the moon, and it kind of it took up a lot of space within me doing time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm learning.
You know, it's funny because I remember used to seeing when we used to write the letter, how you was finished.
I would say peace and blessings from the Most High, which is Allah. It's my greetings to you.
Right. So I was like, you know, I was truly into Christianity at that time.
Right. And you know, like, bro, like that's my foundation. And like I spoke to you yesterday in the car, like I see how this way of life has changed you for the better. I'm talking about, bro, you at peace. And I remember at times, I told my lady, like, I've been around my brother 3 days and we ain't fought. You understand?
Right.
I remember things like that, like, wow, this has changed you for the best.
Oh, praise the
Not the better, for the best. And you see what you're doing within your journey.
Right.
So that's how I take 5%. Well, you know, we building, and like, you know, I still be a knucklehead and do knucklehead stuff, but I have to be chastised and punished. So I might can't talk for 3 days. Might have to put a sticker, I'm on the talking fast. Or I might have to study lessons for 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? It taught me discipline. Taught me self-respect.
Okay, so you have this, what role did the faith take you from, you know, I guess being ready to scuff to first wanting to be at peace with men? I mean, was it kind of like this attitude change and you started telling people in prison? Was you like reading the Bible? You know, what could they physically see that made the difference spiritually, that you know you had changed just one time? While incarcerated, because this is the hard part when I'm trying to...
Ways and actions. That sums it up in a nutshell. Like, I don't curse.
Right.
You know, the sisters is no longer bitches. You know, it's just I don't want to live a beast way of life.
So was that in prison where you said I ain't gonna curse?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Everything started from there. That's foundation. That a lot of stuff that I suppressed, I had to bury it.
'Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was in the world, when you was locked up, because you was locked up a very long time, I used to send you some flicks.
Shout out to you, bro. Do you know how much money we made off that? I should.
Crazy.
We probably could have bought this house. Yes, you used to send them to me, and I used them.
Mhm.
But that was a way of making money. You sent me a pack. That was like a pack in prison.
Mm.
Or you sent me a contract
Mhm.
and gave me everything and was like, here.
Mhm.
Because you see that I didn't really ask for a lot of money no more.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was a moneymaker. You want my girls? $2 a night. So just imagine, you sent me all those pictures, and just imagine. And they was different flavors.
You crazy.
Yeah, so
I was hoping you would say you burned them.
no, they took them. They took them.
Oh,
Because we couldn't have
flicks.
Yeah, pornography no more, period.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably was one of the last ones they got, because I'm hiding stuff, and they took it on this side, so I ship it over that side. And when they start coming over here, and when they do a sweep, I'm gonna bring them back. Man, it's $3 a picture.
Oh, because it's rare now.
Very rare.
Prices don't went up.
Yeah, very rare. You better not mess up my picture.
Nah. So, have you forgiven yourself for you taking a life?
Yes.
So how do you do that? I mean, because did you talk to the people?
Actually, I in court, I apologized to the father, which was should I say a clergyman? He was the police that carried the Bible, not the gun.
Right.
So he swear you in, and my apology.
Wow.
So
when did you do this? When you was on your way to prison?
No, before I got sentenced.
Oh.
And like at the end of the day, we was taught self-respect.
Right.
Whether I used it or exercised it or not, I still knew.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that was the right thing to do. And throughout my travels to freedom, Granny was a praying woman. Put it in the hands of the Lord, as she always say. And I never forget it. I come off the yard, I was headed to the shower, and the CO called me, and she said, I don't know what you got going on, but you finna go home. Out of the blue, bro.
Wow.
This was ill. So I'm like, huh? She said, I don't know what you doing. Continue to do it because she about to go home. And that comes from somebody who don't know me. Only know me for 8 hours a day.
Wow.
So guess what? Put it in the hands of the Lord. Whatever you're doing, I got to stay on this path.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So tell me, what do you think you was, manifesting? I understand that faith without works is dead. So in other words, your grandmama was praying, and I do shout out to all praying grandmamas.
Shout out.
Because if you're doing something, you need somebody who's gonna be a prayer warrior for you.
Right.
But as your grandmama is praying, are you doing something inside that was changing your look, far as that they can see?
Yes. Physically as well as mentally.
Tell me about that step, because it may be someone who has somebody incarcerated, and they can say, look, this is the step you need to change. I mean, you wasn't hanging around the same guy.
Right. It's before I went to prison, like everything, I just stuff in my subconscious, and I pull it out when it's time to be exercised. And I remember this older guy. Shout out to Michael Larry.
Shout out to Michael Larry.
Smokey. He said, when you get to prison, he said, you going. You say, you let him know that I'm your uncle. He had a lot of props in prison. So he said, get 2 guys. See, pick one that you wouldn't want to be. And pick one that you wouldn't mind being.
Okay.
And I really didn't understand it, you know, because I don't want to be like no prison dudes. But it made sense.
Right.
Because I'm maturing now. And I'm like, okay, I want to be like him. I like his style. And you know, it's like whoever you with, if you see 9 of your friends, I can show you the future.
Right.
It's sort of like that. And I'm going to these classes, and you got Moral Science Temple, you got Christian, you got all these classes, and I joined forces. So guess what? Doing that, and we having fun debates.
Y'all having debates in prison?
Yes.
Wow.
And I'm talking about it gets deep. Like, you don't have time for no foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me get up, let me study. I know Vic gonna come at me today. You know what I'm saying? It was on some friendly competition. Short, steel sharpening steel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it became like I was involved. And I ain't had time for no shucking and jiving. Even though I see shucking and jiving every day, all day.
Right.
But guess what? You don't have to be a part of that.
Right. So how many years did it take you to get that awakening where you start pulling away from the card games, pulling away from the basketball, pulling away from the scenes where you want to be the pod boss? And I only learned about pod boss. Shout out to 60 Days In, you know, stuff like that, wanting to still be the kingpin on the top. How many years did it take you to say, I'm moving away from that?
It's ill. I can say, when did I go? 2004. Let me get this right. 24. Yeah, that's the first time I came up for parole.
How many years? Oh, 4 years, 5 years?
94 to 2004.
10.
Okay.
So okay.
That's my first parole date, right?
Okay. So now we'll talk about that.
No, you asked me about change.
Yeah. So 10 years. So I'm gonna ask something after that.
Okay, so
did you know you was gonna come up for parole? Had an opportunity for parole?
Yeah, you come up every 10 years.
Or regardless if you got a life sentence?
Yeah. Well, my life, see, you got 3 classes. I had a class C. I'm gonna break it down.
Yeah.
A class A can be a life with no eligibility of parole. Class A, life with the possibility of parole. And the class A, life doing 20 to 25 years. Then you got a B life. Anybody with a B life is a sex crime. Anybody with a B life,
wow,
and it'll have the class on your card. I had a class C when I was eligible after doing 10 years.
That still mess with my head. So if someone gets life without a possibility of parole, that means you done.
You just said it. Yeah, you just said it.
All right, cool. So we understand that's called natural life. That means you forever gone. Then you say life with a possibility of parole. That's every 10 years you come up?
No. That's every 25.
God dang.
And that's being a modern inmate. So you just think, how many write-ups you think you would get in? It's pretty much impossible.
Wow.
So That's why they say it's possible for you to come home, but it's up to the individual.
Okay, so now you just dropped a nugget. So 20 possibility of parole is possible, but after 25.
Pretty
Then you
much.
said class B,
It's all sex offenses.
all sex offenders.
And they do from 15 to 20 years before they're eligible.
Okay.
But I had a class C. They talking about a baby life. Ain't nothing baby about that.
Nah, not nothing baby about 10 years. But
Yeah.
I this is funny, but it's serious though. It's almost when you keep talking about that car, it's almost like what's in your wallet.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
That exactly it. So when my lawyer told me that you come up for parole in 2004, I'm like, man, I can't see that far. We talking about 1994, bro.
Yeah.
So
94.
yeah. So they got me down. They got a facility called Nash.
But let me get back to what you were saying now. Now, at once you came up for parole, you was like, wow.
I'm gonna give you all that.
Okay.
Just hear me out. They got a facility at Nash Correctional. They got a room about this size, from the floor up all the way from wall to wall. They got parole papers and say the same thing. You being denied parole, it'll be a disrespect to society to parole you right now, and all they do is stamp your name on it and send it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, now I started coming up every year. 05, they shot me down. 06. Within this,
just before you even stand in front of somebody with the people, they just stamp it real quick.
Yeah, I never see them.
Damn.
They send it in the mail. Yeah. So what? You can have Junior and Robert stamping it and sealing it and mailing it off. I don't know who did it. So 06, they turned me down. Well, 04, 05, 06, they turned me down.
Wow.
07, they turned me down.
Right.
To see if I'm gonna wild out. And then a week later, they come with the MAP program. The MAP program is a mutual agreement parole plan.
All right.
So